So, part 2. So, sometimes it's gratifying to whomever it is doing it, okay? We have freedom to express ourselves in any way we choose. But here's the thing. Sometimes the expression that we're giving off to others is a facade. It's not who we really are. It's not who we really want to be, right? If you get my drift, you get my drift. There's certain people that never dealt with their trauma, okay, so they do these things to suppress their trauma instead of healing from it and becoming a better version of themselves. Not to say they're not going to stop drinking and smoking and doing what they doing, okay, because that's all a choice. That could just be a personal choice for them. That could be just where they're at in life, and that's just what they want to do, right? And I don't judge because I understand, right? So when you see people like that, you got to remember they still in their youth. Like, their mind never adapted to adulthood, okay? And there's women, okay? There's women that have children, okay? And they never grew up, or they grew up too fast. So meaning, like, instead of them going throughout their life without kids at an early age and living their life and dating and being social and having the experience of, like, just living their life, right? Because either they had a abusive childhood, daddy wasn't shit, mama wasn't shit, or you know what I'm saying, when there is a, how do I explain this? When there is a curse, generational curse placed over certain people's bloodlines, this generational curse in particular that I'm going to speak on is about women having children early. Okay, I consider that a curse, right? Because why would you want a child to have another child? Okay, you haven't taught them to raise another being. We didn't grow up with handbooks or instruction manuals for children. Neither did our parents, okay? But here's the thing. Our parents should have been lenient on us to the point to where we understood why they were doing what the hell they were doing. It's not until we got into our adulthood that I think a lot of young women, young girls, mothers understand exactly what happened and conspired in their youth because of their parents' young-mindedness, right? And I don't place blame on my mom for certain things that happened to me, but then certain things happened to me. I felt as though you're my caregiver, right? You should have protected me. And that didn't happen. So I don't blame her because I understand now. And don't mind me, I'm getting a little emotional. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. And I'm not ashamed to cry on camera. These people, they say, oh, she just put on a performance. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. Trust me. Walk in my shoes for a day and see if I am. Please, ask God. Ask God. You can go to God and ask, okay? Ask God as if it's true, right? I don't have to explain anything to anybody because I know who I am. But in the same token, people would like to judge you because you're being open, honest, and vulnerable. Something that a lot of people cannot do. And they don't, for their life, understand why you, out of all the people, can do this and actually understand why you're doing it, right? But kids raising kids, okay? Now, I know we didn't come with any instruction manuals. I know that we might have came at a time where they didn't love themselves, or they didn't have the means to take care of themselves, or they were in the streets, they were wilding, or they were on drugs, or they were in their own, like, abusive stages to themselves, to others. and they couldn't cope. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of circumstances, and I give my parents grace. Whether they're here on this planet still, because I don't believe who I call parents are my blood parents. But that's a whole nother story. Okay? But you just have to have an open heart when you're dealing with these women. And masculines, you guys have trauma too. 10 on the clock. You guys have trauma too, but that's for another story. I haven't got any downloads for you guys at this time. But we're dealing with the woman aspect, and how mothers we're so strong. And it's not that we're strong because we have to be. I don't know no woman on the face of this earth that wants to be strong all the time. I don't know anybody that wants to wake up every day and do everything alone. I don't know anybody that wants to be a single parent. You have to work twice as hard, even if you're in a marriage. And here's the thing, because there's a lot of people, sorry, don't mind me. There's a lot of people that are married but single. So even though you have the ring, even though you have the image of a man or the image of a woman in your life, you are still doing things by yourself. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to bash you. I'm just here to make you aware that they prey on us when we are that way, if you get my drift. Okay? And then here comes another asshole. This is what trips me out, yo guys. And then here comes another man-child. I call them man-child because they're not men, right? Here comes another man-child to walk into your life that don't want to provide stability for you, but want to give you babies. Okay, that is like hell. That is like, oh, I don't want to be with you, but I'll let you have my children because I know you're a good mom. I know you're gonna carry my burdens. You're gonna carry my seeds for me, and the seeds are the burdens. But they don't understand that seeds are that the kids do be a blessing and a curse at the same time, depending on where you at in life. Don't quote me, because a lot of people, circumstances are different. But for those that know they don't have the means to take care of their affairs, if you get my drift. Okay, this is for somebody in particular, but I don't know whom. Okay, and then you don't want the kid, so you get an abortion, right? You get an abortion. The abortion has to be paid for by it has to be paid for. Somebody has to pay for it, whether it be the insurance paid for it or you're paying out of pocket, right? Now that was money wasted. And here's the thing with me, I'm pro-life. I don't believe in giving away children. I mean, like, they're, like I said, gift and a curse. Okay? Depending on your walk in life, I get why it can be a curse. Depending on who you are in general, I get why it can be a blessing, right? And the only thing I can explain and how I can explain to you, make you understand, is that God blesses us in different ways depending on who we are, right? Maybe that baby is supposed to bring in you a new partner, okay? Maybe it didn't work out with your sperm donor. I call them sperm donors. Maybe it didn't work out with him or her, you get me? Maybe it was meant for them to get into a new connection with somebody else that was going to treat them better. Okay, we're going to make up a part 3.